Yo, what's going on everyone? It's LOZA. We're looking at the third engine today. We've already talked about Primite and how it's going to be really good for the deck going forward. Talked about the Shining Sark engine, how it's really good for the deck moving forward. Today we're looking at the Diabell package, which is triple Diabell, triple Wanted. In the extra deck you'll need one spot for Sylvia, one spot in the main for Hallowed as Amina, and one Sinful Spoils Deceptions, which is still in the mail, but I have to make this video now, so we'll just have to proxy for that one today. Alright, let's get right into it. We're just going to use Imperm as a discard, because Diabell is really good because she sets and can play around draw a little bit, but if you do open Wanted, obviously you can use it in draw or standby to play around draw, but otherwise just go Diabell, discarding whatever, or sending, because you can pick a card from the field to send, so if you've just got a random monster hanging around you don't need anymore, she's great for that too, just cleaning up some random board stuff. Anyway, send away just this Imperm, and we're going to use her effect here, and that's going to set the card I don't have, which is the Deceptions, Sinful Spoils Deceptions. You're going to flip it up, and now you've activated a spell, right? So you can now banish her and go into our good friend, Dark Magician of Destruction. His effect will go off. You're going to go get yourself Magician's Rod. Normal Magician's Rod effect. Go and get yourself Gaze of Timaeus. I'll just put it face up here, but we won't use it yet. Yeah, from here, what's great is you can make a link too, right? Which is pretty nice, but you can also just flip up your Deceptions, and from here, Deceptions will tribute a monster, and then it's going to let you do some silly stuff. So let's just tribute the Rod. I think it's best to tribute the Rod, and then you're going to be able to go get the Azamina, Hallowed Azamina with Deceptions. Then you're going to activate Hallowed Azamina, sending the Deceptions to the grave, and that's going to let you go into Sylvia. So now I have a negate on the field. And obviously on my opponent's turn, sorry, this goes to the grave. If you do have Wanted in grave as well, this is a time where you can banish Wanted, shuffle back Deceptions, and draw one, which is quite good. But if you don't, Deceptions will reset itself at the end of the turn anyway, so it's quite good regardless. So yeah, anyway, pass to your opponent here with the set Gaze on your opponent's turn at some point. I try to wait in case something bad happens, like Super Poly, right? If this goes to the bin, you can still Gaze with it. So I try to wait because your opponent might go like Dark Ruler or something, or Droplet. So typically I try to use the Sylvia negate, and then on resolution of the Sylvia negate, I will go for Gaze of Timaeus, shuffling this man back, whether he's in the grave or the field. Hopefully he's still around, and go into your Dragoon. And then, yeah, oh, sorry, we forgot to put Deceptions back on the field at the end phase of our turn as well. So end phase, we would have reset the Deceptions. Not that it matters too much. And yeah, if we use Sylvia, she would have been in the grave, because she does have to, right? She gets rid of herself. Yeah, you tribute her and she negates the effect. So yeah, quite good, but does have to tribute herself and isn't a negate and destroy, just a negate, but still good. Obviously you have Dragoon discard negate as well, which is really cool. When the turn passes back around to you, a lot of cool stuff can happen. So obviously if you've got any Primite stuff, you can recycle Beryl and all that fun stuff. If you have Shining Sark, you can search. But what we like to do with this engine is we're going to use the Hallowed Azamina in the grave now. It's going to put this back in your extra deck and add itself to your hand. And that might not seem like the biggest deal, because this card's essentially a brick unless you have the Deceptions here like we do. But if you don't, normally I shuffle the Deceptions back. So here's what I normally do. I normally just keep this in my hand as a Dragoon discard. But what I'm going to do, I've used a spell, so I can now banish my Dragoon, turn it into Dark Magician of Destruction. We're going to start the cycle again, right? Dark Magician of Destruction, you can go and get Soul Servant, or, sorry, I've lost my Soul Servants. So yeah, Dark Magician of Destruction can go get Soul Servant. We can activate Soul Servant to stack the Rod, or you can play 2 Rod, it's up to you. We're going to banish and draw into the Rod. We're going to normal the Rod. Rod effect, get our next copy of Gaze. So our hand's looking like this. And then we can make a link to, right, you can go into SP Little Knight. If you don't have the Deceptions, you just go into SP Little Knight and pass. Because on your opponent's turn, once again, flip up Gaze, shuffle back this, summon your second copy of Dragoon. I've lost my second copy of Dragoon. Oh, he's over here. Second copy of Dragoon on the field. Probably not in the same zone as SP, but you get what I mean. So I think that's quite nice, and you've still got Hallowed Azamina to discard. Let's go back a couple of steps, because you could also play that out a little differently. So let's take away the SP. We're going to put our Dragoon back on the field. Azamina in the grave, this in the grave. Rod should also be in the grave for what it matters. Yeah. Yep, we'll go with that. I guess we could have, no, we couldn't have tributed a spellcaster for Rod, hey. No, because you have to tribute Dragoon. Anyway, So what you could do instead, if you do have the Deceptions once again, instead you can add Azumina to your hand, shuffling back Sylvia, and just before you link this away, just go Hello Azumina, sending the Deceptions to grave, summon Sylvia back, you got your negate back again, and then just do the same thing pretty much that we did. Go into this, use this effect to go get your copy of Soul Servant. If you don't have a second Rod, go and get Rod. Banish Soul Servant to draw Rod. Normal Rod, Rod effect, get Gaze, set Gaze. Link these two into SP Little Knight and pass back to your opponent, right? Really crazy boards. One and a half cards, you know, one card with a discard. You're going to end most boards looking like this, or looking like this, which then turns into this. So I really think this is maybe the best engine for like the Dark Magician engine moving forward. I don't know, it's not that controversial, but I guess I was a bit hesitant to say that or to use it. So shout outs to Christian and all the other Dark Magician enjoyers who, you know, they were on this engine from the very start and they're like, yep, this is the best way. Look, I just wanted to try all my options and try all the engines. And I agree, there is quite a few engines that I think are good. But I do think Diabell's gotta be the best one. It's just because it sets up multiple negates. And it can just do other stuff. Like, she can recur herself as well. Wanted recurs, draws, and stuff as well. Like, this engine feels kind of unreal. And, yeah, sometimes you discard her for Dragoon negate, and then you can just summon her if you can send something for free. I find that really funny as well. She's just an insane card for going into Dark Magician Destruction. And I know in OCG these are at 1, but in TCG they're at 3. So, like, definitely get your copies while you can. Because, yeah, we're going to be ending most boards with Dragoon and Sylvia, which is 2 Omni negates, right? Oh, sorry, the camera's a little bit too high there. But basically, you're going to be ending most turns with a Dragoon and a Sylvia, or at least a Gaze going into the Dragoon on the opponent's turn. And yeah, Dark Magician Destruction works really well with this deck. Engine, sorry. Super, super hype about it. But yeah, thought I'd pass this on finally to you guys. For those who don't know yet, this is super, super cool. Make sure you pick up your copies now. I got them pretty cheap, so I'm hoping you can too. But anyway, I will catch you guys on the next one. I'm LOZA. Don't forget to like, comment, and sub. Please comment down below if I missed anything or if there's something you can teach me. If I did teach you, could you please hit the like or the sub button to help support me? Shout outs to the Dark Magician Discord and all the folks testing. We're doing an amazing job. They're going absolutely hog wild. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.